Hey guys, so it has been a long time since I've posted a video. A lot has happened in my life in the last 6 months. I've moved to a whole nother country yet again. We are now in Italy. We moved from England. There's so much happening. We've been here for a few months now and I'm finally settling in and feel like I'm to a place where I can start doing videos again and my beauty room's getting set up, and I just am finally getting back into playing with makeup and I miss it so much. I'm having so much fun all over again. And yeah, so I'm doing this video. I've never done this before. I'm doing my 2018 Holy Grail products, and I think that I'm going to do this video again in the future, which is why I'm going to label it my 2018 Holy Grails, because products are always changing. I'm always getting things that are just like so amazing, and there's a couple here that are actually kind of new, but I feel like they're Holy Grail status already, so that's why I included them. But I'm sure in a year a lot of this stuff will change, so I think it'll be really fun to do it again in the future. I wanted to use a couple different colors in the palette that I chose because these are some colors I haven't really played around with in the palette, so I went ahead and created this look. Like I said, it's not my favorite, but I still think it's pretty. Also, I do kind of show the products that I'm choosing out of my makeup collection. I do have more stuff in these drawers, and I would like to show my beauty room in a video. I think that'd be a fun video. I've always wanted to do that. Even though my room is still small and I don't have as much makeup as a lot of beauty gurus, I still think it'd be really fun to do one to see what I grow into, you know? Maybe down the line I won't be doing this at all anymore. Maybe down the line I'll have this giant ridiculous amount of makeup that I don't need. That's now, but you know what I mean. Like some of those beauty gurus out there, oh my gosh, I'm like, oh my god, I could come in there and shop your whole place like it's a store in there. So if you'd like to see a video of my beauty room and makeup collection, let me know. I would love to do that. I think it'd be so fun. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to me, and if you'd want to see any of my other videos I suggested in this video in the future, let me know. And subscribe so you can check those out later on and you don't lose me in the giant YouTube world. So we're gonna go ahead and get started so you guys can see the inside on all of my favorite Holy Grail makeup products and how I got this look using them. So if you want to check out all my Holy Grail makeup products, then keep on watching. We're gonna start with my first compartment. So in my first compartment I have foundation. So let me see. I'm just gonna pull this out and kind of show you what all I have in here. Okay, so we have the Miliani Conceal and Perfect, which is what I'm kind of heading towards because I love this stuff. It is a newer one that I just got, but I really think that it's gonna be like one of my favorites that I can't live without. So I do think I'm gonna go with this Miliani one. I'm not really sure why I just did foundation at first. Clearly this is the first one, and clearly primer goes first, so let me choose a primer as well. I don't have a whole lot of primers, so I always go for this Smashbox Primerizer. I really love this primer a lot, so I think I'm gonna go with this one for my Holy Grail. Alright, next up we have concealer, and I actually have quite a few concealers. So like I feel like I always have to have this in my collection. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Tarte Shape Tape. Okay, so the next thing we have is powders, and in my powder drawer, so in my powder drawer I have, you know, Airspun, Laura Mercier. It's really between the Stay Matte and the Laura Mercier. I really like this, and I feel like this is more functional. Gosh, okay, I think I'm gonna go with the Laura Mercier. I know that is so stereotypical, but I really like this powder, so we're gonna go with this. Next we have in this drawer is bronzer and contour. Hoola Benefit bronzer is one that I feel like I always need in my collection, so I definitely think that this is my Holy Grail. Okay, so next we have blush. I think I'm gonna go with this one called Tarte. It's a nude blush. It's definitely a nude. So highlighter. That was my hair straightener. I forgot it was on. Okay, so highlight, okay. Ooh, this is a hard one. What is one that I use a lot? I really feel like I really want to choose this one. And again, this is another product that I haven't had that long, but I really, like, I want to use this one so bad. So, like, I feel like this is the one. Okay, and then this drawer up here, these are actually, like, contour and blush palette. This blush palette right here, out of all of these, this one is definitely a holy grail, which is why I was saying I can't really decide about my blush, because this one has every blush you could ever imagine. So, like, this whole thing in itself is a holy grail product. So, you know what? I think I'm actually gonna pull this out and put back that individual one. So next up here we have eyeliners. And 100% I know what eyeliner I want for my waterline. It is the Sephora one. Where are you? Oh my gosh. Where is my eyeliner? Ah, here it is. I don't know why it's in my lash drawer, but it is. Okay. So this is the Sephora waterproof shadow and eyeliner, like, pencil kind of thing. It is honestly the best eyeliner I have. It's so black and it stays on your waterline all day, and it doubles as an eyeshadow base. The next thing that I think that we should choose is eyeshadow, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish up these drawers. So this one is eyelashes, and I don't have a lot of eyelashes, but you know, this is my little eyelash drawer. But these are the ones that I have. Again, why do I have another eyeliner in there? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So I think the ones that I want are in here that are my favorite right now. These ones are House of Lashes. These ones are Kiss. I think I'm gonna go with these right here. That is all of these drawers here, which is my main makeup compartment. Okay, so let's move on to eyeshadow. So I actually have most of my eyeshadows in this compartment here, which I think is supposed to be like a male thing. I got it at TJ Maxx, and it's got like a chalkboard writing thing here, but I don't really write on that much. And then these are all individual eyeshadows and duos and Colourpop and Stila and those kind of things, but I'm not gonna use these because I'm gonna choose one eyeshadow palette to use. I also have some smaller eyeshadow palettes that are on top of this beauty box thing. This one right here, my Jaclyn Hill Morphe eyeshadow palette. Yep, this is definitely my holy grail. This is definitely my #1 used palette. So yeah, we're going with this one. I can't live without this. The last thing is lipstick, which is gonna be nearly impossible to choose because I just can't choose, like, I can't choose one. So I'm gonna choose my lipstick after I do my makeup. But I do have some in this. But I also have this whole drawer full of more lipsticks. First thing that I always do is I start with my eyes. I do not like when I get eyeshadow on my foundation. So I always do my eyes first. Always. So let me go ahead and prime my eye. I forgot to take out an eye primer. Okay, so let me grab my eye primer. My holy grail is definitely Urban Decay. Eyeshadow primer is not super necessary, but I do think that you need to put a base down. So even if it's concealer. Did you just hear my stomach? Oh my god. I always set my primer with an eyeshadow that is like my skin tone, but because the Jaclyn Hill palette actually does not have a matte eyeshadow color that matches my skin tone, I'm gonna go ahead and set my primer with the Mercier translucent setting powder. And I'm only using like a tiny bit because I don't want to take away from the pigment of the eyeshadows. I literally just want to set my base. Like I showed you guys, my holy grail palette is definitely this Jaclyn Hill palette. Funny story, I definitely am attached to this palette, one, because it's amazing, and two, I literally spent so much money on this palette because when it came out, I was not able to get the shipping to the APO. If you guys are not familiar with the military, when you are stationed overseas in another country, you are assigned a PO box, and when you go online to order something, you will put in your PO box number and then you get free domestic shipping. But for this palette, I don't exactly remember what it was, but I ordered this, but I was ordering it during a relaunch and it was selling out like so fast. So I was trying so hard to get this palette and it wasn't working. My box wasn't working and I was like, ah. So I was getting frustrated, and so I just did the international shipping, which I do not recommend. Just wait for it. Just wait. I just don't recommend that because I'm pretty sure the shipping on it was like $35. It was so expensive, and then on top of it, I didn't know that when you order something from the States and you ship it to the UK, when I lived in the UK, I didn't know that in England, they literally send you a second bill for delivering it to your house. So that in itself was another like $20. So we're talking like $50+ on top of the eyeshadow palette. Yes, I have a sick obsession, but that's the other reason why I use it so much, because I spent so much money on it, and I do not recommend that at all. Be patient and just get it a different way if you're ever in a situation like that, because I wasted a lot of money. Because it also came on Beauty Bay literally like a month later, so I could have got free shipping on it and saved like $50. So this is the Jaclyn Hill palette. As you can see, it has so many different colors on it. You have super colorful you have super colorful shadows, all of your warm colored eyeshadows you could ever think of needing. There's just there's a black in here, there's your highlight shade, just everything is in this palette, and that is why it's holy grail status. I'm going to try a little bit of a different look today. It may come out really weird, so bear with me, but we are going to give it a try anyways. Let me go ahead, I'm just gonna zoom you in to my face. Okay. I don't know the names of these shades off the top of my head, so I'm gonna insert a picture with every shade that I'm going to use. So I'm gonna take this first shade here, and I'm gonna start putting this in my crease as a transition color. So the next color we're gonna go into is a very bright turquoise color. So let me get a different brush here. Back into that original color a little bit, just to like blend out these edges the tiniest bit. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the crease. My favorite brush to do this is the Morphe M421. Whenever I'm cutting my crease, I always use my Tarte Shape Tape. It has so full coverage. It is just so good at covering up any of the pigment that's on your eye. I did learn a little trick from Nikki Tutorials. This is how I always find my crease. So you put it right here close to your lash line, and then you put your head down and you look all the way up, and you see that part right there. So that is the highest point that my cut crease is going to go. Next, I'm gonna go in with this burgundy shade right here. I'm gonna use this Luxie 223 short shader brush, and I really don't think I need to wet my brush because these shadows are like extremely pigmented and so beautiful. So we're gonna go straight in with this color and hope that this crazy color combination doesn't look terrible. Next, I'm gonna go in with an even smaller brush. I'm gonna use Okay guys, this is the majority of my eyeshadow done. And this, you see this? All of this right here that I accidentally smudged and not looks worse is exactly why I always do my foundation first. You can put extra powder down to prevent it and like kick it off or whatever, but I'm good. I like to do this. Then I can sharpen up my outer corners at the same time. So I'm just gonna do that really quick and get all that. So this isn't my favorite eyeshadow look, but maybe it'll look better after I get all the eyeliner and everything put on, lashes, eyebrows, you know, everything else. It might come all together, so we will see if it comes full circle. So the next thing I have is my face primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the face. I really like this a lot because I get really dry spots in my T-zone, but also sometimes my face is oily. So I feel like if your face is oily, sometimes it needs extra moisturizer, and that's why you're getting oily, is because you just don't have enough moisture in your face. So I feel like this helps combat the dry skin and the oil, if that makes any kind of sense. I don't know what kind of skin type you guys have, but it works for me. You know, I actually tried this foundation like 2 years ago, back when it kind of first launched, before they added the extra shades, and the lightest one that they had looked so yellow on me. It looked horrible. It felt nice, but it looked so bad on me. But then I was looking at Miliani stuff and I noticed that they had porcelain. So they extended their shade range, which I was so excited about, because I remember when I tried it, it really didn't, like, the consistency of it was really nice. It didn't match my skin tone. So yeah, I really like this foundation a lot. It makes my skin look so like flawless. Oh, it looks so good. Alright, so that is foundation done. Next is my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Love this concealer, but not for every day. Definitely not for every day. I don't wear concealer every day anyways. I just like to use it when I'm doing basically full-on makeup. And it works really good and lasts forever. So I don't use a lot though, because this stuff is super, like, it just goes such a long way. So you really only need the tiniest bit. Next, we're gonna go ahead and use my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Love this stuff. I know I look like a ghost, but this is just my skin. I don't know, I am like ridiculously pale. But we're gonna bronze it up, so don't worry. So we're gonna use the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. I love this stuff so much. I feel like it works so well. I've not tried the light one, and I really would like to, because I feel like it would suit my skin just the tiniest bit better, but oh well. I always put some bronzer on my nose, like not contouring, but kind of contouring. I feel like I always lose a lot of color in the middle of my face, so I try to just balance it out a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and go in with blush, and we're gonna use the same brush that I use as bronzer, using this palette from Tarte. It's Amazonian Clay Blushes. It was a holiday blush palette. It is called the Blush Bazaar. I'm not sure if they still have this, probably not, because like I said, it comes out around the holidays. They always do something like this during the holidays, so always check out Tarte, because they do incredible deals on some of their stuff, especially their blushes. I love this thing so much. It's amazing. I think I got it for either $40 or $50, I don't remember. But like I said, you get 10, so it's so worth it. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go in with, I think I'm gonna use this color right here. This one, wait. No, I'm not. That's not the one. I meant this one, sorry. This one right here. I'm gonna use this one. It is called Endless, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that. I don't know if it's gonna look good with this. Oh, they're always so pigmented, it's crazy. I just realized I have so much foundation in my hair because I forgot to wipe off my hand with my extra foundation. Oh, that is such a good look. That's such a good look. Okay, now we're gonna go in with some highlight. So this is the Miliani highlight. This is the Miliani Strobelight Instant Glow Powder, and this is 01 Afterglow, and it looks like this. It is very pale because I'm pale. We're like twins. So we're gonna add some of these highlight. Probably should have used a gold highlighter with this look, but this is Holy Grails. Who cares if it doesn't match, right? Oh, Lord have mercy. Do you see that highlight? And I always highlight my cookies well. I love doing that. Why not? So I just realized I forgot to get a couple things. I forgot to get a liquid liner. I forgot to pick out my eyebrow product and mascara. I don't know how I forgot all three of those things. They're all very important things in a Holy Grail video. So I'm gonna grab those. So first, before I say mine, the Stila, what is this one called? The Stila I'll Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner is a really good eyeliner. It is felt tip, so depending on what you like, that is that, but that's really good. But my favorite one, guys, I'm not even gonna lie, is the NYC Black Liquid Liner. This, I don't even know if they make this anymore. They may have stopped making this. It may be discontinued, but I bought, no joke, I think I bought like 7 of these when I heard that they were going to discontinue it, because it's my favorite, and I still have some that are not open because I just really like this eyeliner. I think I'm gonna make a pretty thick wing because I'm not really feeling this eye look. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Sephora Colorful Shadow and Line Waterproof Matte Black Eyeliner. I freaking love this stuff so much. It's so good. It's so creamy and black. Oh. So, the next thing I will do is some mascara, and that is another product that I forgot to pull out. So let's pull out a mascara. Marc Jacobs. This Marc Jacobs is my Holy Grail. I've never owned the full size because it's super expensive. I just get these travel sizes, and I actually have one in my purse right now, so I probably shouldn't open this one, but we're gonna do it anyways. So this is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara, and this stuff is just, it's so good. Oh, I love this stuff. We forgot to do the lower lash line. Okay, just doing top mascara for now. Okay, so I'm gonna go in that very first color that I put in my crease, the yellowy color, underneath my lash line. I'm just gonna put it, I'm really gonna put this kind of like out a lot. Add some of the dark brown on the outer edge as well to deepen it a little bit. Okay, so my eyes are starting to look a little better with all the drama. Oh my god, they look so dramatic. I don't know how I feel about this whole thing. Okay, so now we're gonna put on lashes. Using my House of Lashes eyelash adhesive in clear, and then I'm using the House of Lashes lashes in, I'm not really sure the style, to be honest. still learning about eyelashes, and I actually have an order of some coming in right now so I can try different styles. So I'm just using my favorite ones right now. I don't really know if these are exactly, so I wouldn't really consider these my holy grail. These are just my favorites right now. Okay, so this look is actually kind of coming together. It's, again, not my favorite, but we're gonna keep on going because it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, so my favorite eyebrow product of all time is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Dark Brown. Nothing too exciting, I know. Everybody uses I feel like everyone uses Anastasia for a reason. This is a holy grail. I use this every day. I can't not have this in my collection. I'm running low. I need a new one. Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. And then I'm going to set that with my favorite brow gel at the moment, because again, I haven't tried that many. So it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. So I'll just set those on the place really quick. I don't really do anything super fancy with them. I just try to make sure I don't have any hairs that are going to be like flying crazy everywhere. Alright, so I think we just have lips and then a setting spray, which I also forgot to pick out, but I only have a couple, so it'll be easy. So I'm still gonna use my Milani Spice lip liner, so let's go ahead and line the lips. This is the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in Spice 09. I'm obsessed with this lip liner so much. It's so good. Okay, so this next part is really, really difficult because how can you choose just one lipstick? You can't. So, for this look, I'm going to go with my favorite brand that I use the most, which is probably Colourpop, to be honest. I think I use them the most. So we're going to go with Colourpop. And normally I would go with a liquid lip, but I have a lipstick in mind that is just one of my favorite lipsticks. It was in my purse for the longest time. And I love this one so much, and I really do feel like I would repurchase it. That color is Cookie Lippie lipstick, and you can, it's all of the back, it's all rubbed off. You can barely even see the little label anymore. It's almost gone, but yeah, so we're gonna go in with this one. And then we're going to set the face. So I only have a few setting sprays, but out of these, my absolute favorite, again, thank you Milani. Milani is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. It's actually really growing on me, even though it was not exactly what I envisioned, but I actually really am liking this. So this is a full face of my 2018 Holy Grail products. I am sure this will change in the future, but right now these are the products that I just feel like I just cannot live without. But I think it would be really fun if I, in the future did this again to see if things changed, because I 100% know things will, because a year ago, some of these things weren't even in my life. Some of these things are not something that, that I was using. So I think it would be really cool to do this again in the future and see what I am obsessed with then. Sorry I'm like playing with my hair. I just got it cut, so I just cut it, so it's kind of like trying to figure it all out, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm gonna list everything that I used in the description box so that way you guys can check it out for yourself. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.